Welcome back everyone. Today's video is gonna be in English. I've been getting so much requests from my friends and some people here in Dubai, and I just decided to do a video in English. So this is episode number 6. Today we're gonna talk about the power of the mind. Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca and I am a master life and emotion coach. Today we're gonna dive deep into the power of the mind. I'm gonna base everything you're gonna hear me talk about today based on 2 books. The first one is The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton, and the second book is gonna be Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender by David Hawkins. I personally read these 2 books and they have been life-changing for me. They changed the perception of how I saw life, of how I deal with specific situations in my life. And today is gonna be a bit philosophical, but it's also gonna be backed up with a lot of scientific research. I wanna start by saying that the universe does not have a brain of its own. The universe is smart, it has its laws, it's very intelligent, but it does not give meaning, and it does not have a brain, it does not have an opinion about what happens in life. It just happens, it just is. And I want to give you guys an example. Let's say today it rained, it was raining. The universe doesn't really have an opinion about this. It's raining, it's neutral. We are the people who give this event a meaning. Because for some people, raining today was something that is so bad, because let's say they had an outdoor shoot, they had a wedding, they had whatever planned, and the rain kind of ruined all of their plans. For other people, the rain today was a blessing because they just planted a new season of crops, and the rain is going to help these crops grow. So the universe is neutral. Situations happen, but we are the people and we are the ones who actually give these events meaning based on our own thoughts and our own beliefs. So I want you to imagine yourself wearing glasses with like red filters on them. So of course you're gonna see the world through this red filter. You're gonna see everything in a different color, in a different way, in a different shape. However, if you want to change the world and if you want to change the events, all you have to do is change the glasses to something that fits you and suits you more. Again, the universe is smart, but the universe is neutral. It does not have an opinion of its own. With that being said, we're gonna step into part number 2, which is the body is a puppet of the mind. So the body is actually waiting, and it responds and it reacts depending on what is going on in the mind. And I'm not saying the brain, I am saying the mind. The brain is physical, it's something you can touch, it's filled with neurons and stuff. The mind is something that is not tangible. It's your thoughts, it's your beliefs, and it's the energy you emit and you give to the world. Dr. Bruce Lipton, in his book, The Biology of Belief, explains how your beliefs and the way you think and the way you see specific things in life actually affect your biology and your body on a cellular and molecular level. Let's dive into the details. Every cell in your body has a membrane that envelops it. And this membrane is responsible for the interaction between what goes on inside of the cell and what goes on outside of the cell. It allows specific elements to come inside, and it prohibits other elements from getting inside as well. This cell membrane is like the brain of the cell. It reads the environment around it, and then it chooses if it closes, so some elements cannot come inside, or it opens for some elements to come and go outside. Now here's the most important part. Inside of this cell, you have the nucleus, and inside this nucleus, you have the genes. Now, for a long period of time, we thought that genes are self-expressed, but new studies and research are showing that the environment has a big role to play when it comes to the expression of these genes. So the cell is actually always aware, and it always reads the environment around it to check for signals of stress or of safety. And these genes will express themselves based on that environment. If you are experiencing fear, if you feel afraid of something, that gives a signal to your cells that there is stress. And when stress is present, your cells are going to shut down, they're going to inhibit growth, and they're going to inhibit your immune system to actually function properly. which by default and by consequence will give your body a signal to also shut down. That's why when you are scared or stressed or in a period of sadness, your body does feel weak and it does affect your biology. Your mind affects your biology. Your beliefs affect your biology. Same thing if you're happy or if you feel loved or if you feel joy. This will give a signal to your cells that it's safe, that it's fine, and then they can promote growth plus repair, and your cells and your body can flourish. Let's dive deeper into that. Your cells read energy, and your beliefs are energy. So whatever you believe and the way you think and the thought process you have and the emotions you feel and experience throughout your day actually affect your biology and your gene expression. That's why the mind is always in control of everything that happens. If you believe that you are someone who is going to be successful, if you believe that you are someone who is relaxed, who is calm, who is confident, you will walk through any situation in life with so much ease and so much confidence and so much joy that will give signal to your cells to open and to flourish. However, if you have beliefs and doubts and fear and guilt and shame, this will give signals to your cells that something is wrong. Your cells will shut down, they will inhibit growth, and therefore you will be prone to more diseases, to more tiredness, to more sickness and illness. In the other book, Letting Go by David Hawkins, kind of explained the same concept, but not in a biological way. David Hawkins explains that your mind is always in control, and your body is a reflection of what goes on in your mind. Emotions that are resisted, suppressed, repressed will not disappear. They will always be present in your body, and they will show up later in life as tension, muscle pain, injuries, behavioral patterns, stress all the time, which will also affect your biology. Emotions like anger, despair, stress, anxiety, shame, guilt, they do not disappear. They are stored in your subconscious mind and will definitely show up as physical illnesses. Emotions is energy in motion. Always remember that. When the mind is caught in a negative emotion or a negative pattern, the body is a puppet and it reacts automatically to what goes on in the mind. That means you will experience tension, your blood pressure may go low or high, you'll have a problem with digestion because your digestive system will shut down as well. And that is another example of how your mind is actually affecting your body and your biology. Your body is a mirror. It's a program of your mind. Whatever goes on in your mind will show up in your body. If you want to know what's keeping you stuck, you can always search for what type of physical pain you are feeling, and from there we can go through the chain to understand what's actually going on. Your emotions, your thoughts, and your beliefs are energy, and energy cannot be destroyed and it cannot be created. It can only be transformed. So you are never stuck. If you want to change a specific situation, if you want to move from point A to point B, all you have to do is move, get to action, change these thoughts, change these beliefs, and change the way you see things. What you have to do is remove the lenses from which you were seeing life and put in new ones that suits you more. If you guys enjoyed this topic, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to go even further, I offer one-on-one sessions and a full 3 months program that will transform your life. All you have to do is go to my Instagram, go to the DM, or book your first free intro session through the link in my bio.